Tuesday, October 31st, 2023.
Welcome back to the SciTech News. There are some new Halloween tales we've brewed. You'll hear your stories after my regularly scheduled announcements too.
Reminder that if you're interested in learning more about CIEE Summer Study Abroad, there's a meeting tomorrow, November 1st, in room 225 during advisory. Please see Mrs. Beer with any questions.
Students in grades 9 through 12, you are invited to attend the Pittsburgh Robotics Network Discovery Day. This field trip will take place on Thursday, November 16th from 8:30 to 11:30. This event showcases cutting-edge robotics, automation, and artificial intelligence. Don't miss the opportunity to engage with the humans who are building these technologies and see firsthand how robotics and AI are changing the way we live, move, and work. Permission slips are available outside of Miss Stewart's room 218, all the concentration teachers' classrooms, and Miss Navaroli's room 45. They are due back by Wednesday, November 8th.
Our school announcements are now done, though the ones that stick around will have more fun. We have a few Halloween stories ahead, the ones that will fill you with terror and dread.
Grab some friends and take your seat, and if they're lucky, an unfortunate fate is one our characters won't meet. Now, I'll let the stories commence, though they're so scary, they'll leave you in suspense.
Our first story is that of someone that will not take a truce. To run from the villain will take much stamina, but won't be much use. For he's a camera, and his enemies will be reduced. This is the Cameraman.
In a bustling metropolis, a mysterious crime wave began to sweep through the streets. People were disappearing without a trace. Rumors swirled of a shadowy figure with a camera for a head, stalking the city at night. One day, a group of students decided to take matters into their own hands. They had heard the stories, but they didn't believe them. They were determined to find the cameraman and prove that he wasn't real. The students began their investigation by interviewing the victims' families and friends. They also searched the crime scenes for any clues, but all they found were photos. One night, the students decided to stake out a dark alleyway where the cameraman had last been seen. They waited for hours, but nothing happened. Just as they were about to give up, they heard a noise behind them. The students turned around and saw a tall, slender figure standing in the shadows. It had a camera for a head. The students froze in terror. It took a picture of each of them, and they were gone. The next morning, the police arrived at the alleyway to find the students' horrified photos scattered on the ground, but there was no sign of the cameraman. The police investigated the students' disappearance, but they couldn't find any leads. The cameraman had vanished without a trace. To this day, the cameraman case remains unsolved. Some say he's still out there, stalking the students in the city at night. Others believe that he was just a figment of the students' imaginations. But one thing's for sure, if you ever see a tall, slender figure with a camera for a head, run.
Our second story features characters that you know and love, though one is missing. He's really not, sort of. This story will haunt you to the core, yet you already know that we're going to have to make at least 3 more. This is Kenny 3, the Halloweening, the campsite story.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
So recently, our daughter went back to Northern PA for university because she was getting an early start program this year.
And we are live in Oregon, so it's kind of a long trip to come back from one day in fall.
So this means that we're going to have to spend our first Halloween apart as a family.
So Mom, Dad, there's been something I've been meaning to tell you.
What is it? Did you decide how much candies we're supposed to get for the trick-or-treaters?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I can make it home for Halloween this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, that's okay, sport. We'll talk to you later. But we love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
I'm pretty upset, actually, that we're just now finding out about this, but I understand. College is demanding, so it's okay, and she'll be back for Thanksgiving. Ooh, our first trick-or-treaters.
privacy. Sorry, we're all out of candy.
Well, I guess it wasn't all that bad. We got out of this yet. I think there's someone in the house. Where's the house? It's in the garage door. I think I heard the garage door. Call 911.
I have a phone.
I'm sorry.
I love you forever and always.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Wait, look up. No one's here.
I swear we heard someone, right?
Yeah, it must be the house we're in.
Yep.
We were sitting on the couch and suddenly my phone rings.
Hey, what's up?
Surprise! I'm coming home for Thanksgiving break a week early.
What, really?
Yeah, I miss you guys too much, and I had to see you sooner. I'll be home on Saturday.
Our baby's coming home early. This is the best thing.
Thank you.
Now for your weather report for trick-or-treating night. It's a dark one. Remember that our report is always right. Today is looking like a high of 46 and a low of 32. It will be cloudy with a 10% chance of rain. Remember to wear lights or reflective material tonight. Be safe.
What's your favorite candy?
Mine is Almond Joys.
What the heck? Mine is M&M's. Let us know your favorite candy.
Quick reminder, check descriptions for spooky announcements, also quote submissions. Send if you dare, take the chance. Our link tree is linktr.ee/SciTechNews. On Instagram, we're scitech.news. Give a follow, don't be scared. And like we always say, honestly, if you don't have our link tree bookmarked and our Instagram followed, we're gonna curse your entire bloodline for all future generations.
To recap today's interlude, see the world,
Field trips,
visit our link tree,
follow our Instagram,
and happy Halloween.
Our episode is nearly over, but nay, finally we have our quote of the day. Our Halloween show has reached its end with tech and science twists around each bend. We hope our tales served you some fright as we celebrated this spooky night. Our hosts bid farewell, dressed as robots and more, signing off now from this techie lore. The full moon is rising, it's time for us to go, wishing you a happy Halloween filled with tricks and treats galore. We thank you for listening, our dear friends so true. Until next time we meet on another show just for you. Happy Halloween to all, and to all a good fright.
I hope you could understand our words in code and they didn't give you the blues. After all, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching the SciTech News, and as always, adieu beastly crew.
Thanks for watching. All links in description.